Hi, let us understand more in details about how to create use limit token and periodic token. Earlier when we were creating the token as such without the TTL, it was getting created with the maximum TTL of 768 hours, that is 32 days. And it will not allow us to do the renew. The reason because already the maximum TTL is set as the TTL for that specific token. And generally we will not have the token with that huge TTL of 32 days. In that case, we will be going ahead and creating the periodic token. Before discussing about the periodic token, let us understand about the use limit token. There may be a situation where I wanted that specific token to be used only X number of times, maybe only thrice or only once. I can set that specific limit. After that n number of usage, automatically it will get expired. I can create that specific type of token using the option use limit. Let me go ahead and create the token with the same policy that we had created, my secret path underscore my policy. Along with the token create command, I'm going to pass the option use limit as 3. Now the token is created and the use limit is only thrice. Even if I do a lookup, the use limit will be counted. Let me go ahead and do the lookup of this specific token. So before executing the command, I am going to set the environmental variable vault token to this specific token and execute the command vault token lookup. So here I do have the creation TTL as 768 hours, that is the maximum hours, and number of users left is 2. Let me go ahead and do the lookup once again and see that specific value of number of users. Now I do have only one use left on this specific token. Let me use the same token and add some value into the secret engine. So I'm going to use the same token and I'm going to use the KV secret engine and add this specific key and value into the my secret path secret engine under the location some location. The value got added using this specific token. Now using the same token, I'm going to add another value. I will get the error permission denied. Now let me do the lookup and see what's going to happen. Lookup also permission denied. The reason because the token will not be available and it got expired. Let me do the lookup of this specific token and check. I'm getting a message saying it's a bad token because it got expired and the token no longer available. I have used the limit. The same way I can create a periodic token by adding the rules. Let me create a role which will have the policy default and the period as 24 hours. So I'm going to write this particular role called daily crons with the policy default and the duration as 24 hours. So I do have this particular role. Now I'm going to use this particular role and create a periodic token. Here I'm using the option -role. So the role duration is 24 hours and it's renewable after 24 hours. So automatically it will get renewed every 24 hours. Let me do the lookup of this token that got created. Here I should have the creation TTL as 24 hours and renewable is true. The role that is using is daily crons and this much amount of duration it is available. Now let me renew this particular token. Yes, it got renewed and do a lookup. So just now I renewed 7 seconds earlier the TTL, it got renewed to 24 hours as we had used it for the creation. Since it's not going to have the explicit maximum TTL, I can renew n number of times. Whenever I am renewing it, automatically it will get renewed for this particular duration 24 hours. And how this automatic renewal will be happening, that will be the responsibility of the application that's going to use this particular token. So the application will take care of calling this particular API of renew and it will get renewed. And if the renew call doesn't happen from the system or application that is using it, it will get expired. And it's the responsibility of the user to renew the token before the expiry time. Or otherwise, the token will get expired and it will become a bad token. So to understand this particular concept, let's create a sample token with a defined duration, that is with a short duration of 60 seconds. So I'm going to update the policy with period as 60, that is 60 seconds. Let me go ahead and write the rules. Let me go ahead and create the token. So here the token duration is 1 minute. Let me go ahead and do the lookup of this particular token. I do have 42 seconds left. Before its expiry, I'm going to renew this token. The token will get renewed and automatically the TTL will get renewed to the creation TTL of 60 seconds. Let me go ahead and do the lookup. 49 seconds still left. In case if I allow this particular token to expire, that is after 49 seconds, it will become a bad token, then I cannot renew it once again. So periodic token, automatically it can get renewed by the application once if it issues the renew command before the expiry. In case if the token gets expired, it cannot be renewed. Generally, we will be setting the renewal duration less than the TTL that is set within the token. And automatically the application will keep on renewing it till it wanted to use because it doesn't have the maximum explicit TTL. Now let me go ahead and do the lookup. I do not have the permission. Let me go ahead and do the renew. I have got the error message token not found. Generally the TTL, maximum TTL and the period will be creating confusion to the new user. The easy way to remember is TTL is what will be applied whenever the token is getting created, and maximum TTL explicitly it needs to be set. Once it is set, beyond that particular duration, it cannot be renewed. And whatever the period that I am using, automatically that will be set against the TTL whenever I am renewing it. Once the token is expired, it cannot be renewed. So the renewal should happen before the expiry of the token. So in a quick summary, we learned about how to create the use limit token as well as the periodic token. In future lecture, we will be seeing more in detail about how to revoke the token as well as how to use the accessor and how to use the token hierarchy.